So I have genetic dark circles, and even though I follow all the tips on how to reduce them, like get enough sleep, don't drink too much coffee, and so, I still have them. So over the years I had to find a way to cover them, and the good news is that my technique works on all skin shades, all ages, all skin types. It's pretty easy and it will last you all day. Honestly speaking, I can't do two things at the same time, so the rest of this video will be voiceover. The first thing I do is to moisturize the area around the eyes. Trust me, this is very important. If you don't moisturize it, your concealer will look dry and patchy, so don't skip this step. This eye cream is about to finish, so now I have to squeeze it to get whatever is left. My favorite eye cream at the moment, especially for makeup, is the Sensibio by Bioderma. Just be careful because some eye creams are so heavy and sticky that it's practically impossible to apply makeup after that. But don't worry, there are a lot of good eye creams. Just look for words like compatible with makeup. Okay, after we have moisturized the area around the eyes, it is time for step number 2, which is color correcting. There is no way on earth, in my opinion, that you can cover dark circles without color correcting. It literally changed my life when I discovered it. My advice for you is use orange corrector with a thick texture. If the corrector is too liquidy or creamy, it will mix with the concealer that we will apply after that, and you will end up looking orange. I'll turn around this way so you can see where I'm applying it. I have darkness here as well, so I need some orange here too. Tip number 2 is don't use too much orange corrector. Remember that after that we have to apply concealer, so if you use too much orange now, after that you have to use a lot concealer and it will look very cakey. If you have applied too much, you can easily remove it with your finger. And also make sure that it's only on the dark area. There's no need to apply it here on your cheek. And of course we have to cover the orange with concealer. In order to cover eye circles, you have to use concealers that have either medium or full coverage. And make sure that the concealer is exactly the same shade as your face. When you're in the store and you're buying concealer, don't try it on the back or here on your hand, because the shade of your hand and the shade of your face are different. So always make sure to try it in the store under the eyes. And then of course you can blend it either with a brush, sponge, or even with your fingers. I prefer to use sponge. I just think that it blends the best. By the way, next week or after a few weeks, I will post a video for the best concealers for dark circles. And when it's ready, I will add it to this video, the end screen. And here comes step number 4, which is optional. You can apply a lighter concealer if you want, just to brighten the area under the eyes. Just make sure that it's only 1 or 2 shades lighter. If you pick something lighter than 2 shades, you might look tired or it just might not look right. So yeah, that's up to you, but I wouldn't advise you to use more than 2 shades lighter. If you want, you can apply more of the lighter concealer, but I don't like it too light, so this is enough for me. And finally, step number 5, which is also our last step. I know that it sounds complicated, but trust me, you can do all that in just 10 minutes. And now, of course, we have to set everything with setting powder. I'm gonna use my sponge again. You can use brush if you want, but I have noticed that when I use the sponge, the concealer lasts longer. I just put the powder on the palm of my hand and then I get some powder. You don't want to use too much powder so it doesn't look too dry under your eyes. Yeah, just remove some of the powder that you have just applied on the sponge. You don't want too much powder. My all-time favorite loose translucent powder is by RCMA.makeup. It is very affordable and it will last you forever. I think I've been using this one for maybe 2 years now. So not only did I have dark circles under the eyes, but I also have dark eyelids. However, they don't bother me that much, to be honest, because a lot of people think that I'm actually wearing brown eyeshadows. However, sometimes I want to cover them as well. And here is what I do. Right now, the dark eyelids. For the eyelids, I will not use a liquid concealer because it will start creasing straight away. For the eyelids, I always use the thick concealer. And by the way, this will be your eyeshadow base as well, 2-in-1. So here you have two options. You can either set it with a transparent loose powder or you can apply directly eyeshadows. And voila, we are done. Oh, I want to say something for the orange corrector. I know that a lot of people say that you have to use peachy corrector to color correct dark circles, but I honestly don't know why they say that. I have been using the bright orange corrector on me and on so many clients and it always works great. I actually have the peachy corrector. I bought one, I've tried others as well. It just doesn't work for me. But I don't know, maybe I'm not right. So you don't have to believe me. Try the peachy corrector, try the bright orange corrector, and let me know in the comments below which one works best for you. And if you try this technique, also leave a comment and let me know what you think about it. As I always say, subscribe if you're not a subscriber already and give this video a thumbs up.